Everybody, today our project is hopefully a quick one. We want to hang this about 55 to 65 pound Everlast punching bag in a finished garage. So if you look around, this is already sheetrocked, there's a ceiling, and so we want to do a couple of things on this. One is we want to protect the ceiling when we mount it so that with all the force of being kicked and punched from an MMA fighter, that we don't damage the ceiling or create minimal damage. The second thing we want to do is create structure above, because the 2x4s aren't really designed in this garage to support the force that's going to be put on this thing. So we're going to add some structure above. So I'll show you how to do all that stuff, and hopefully it'll be a quick job. So here Aiden is putting the chain on it. What we measured was 9 feet in total. But what we really want to do is for his height, find the appropriate place where his hand striking would best match what he's going to do to train with, as well as kicking and kneeing the bag. What we determined was really the length of this bag for the ceiling height is really 3 feet off the ground for him at a height of 6'3". So that's what we're doing. So with that, we know that we need this bag 6 feet away from the walls on all directions. So now we've marked a place, measured it here, and we're gonna go trace it in the attic to see where we're gonna reinforce the attic so that we can mount the hardware. So what we're installing today is this Everlast Wood Beam Heavy Bag hanger, and it's designed to bolt into a single beam. But if you look at the attic, we just think it would be too much stress on a single beam here, so we're gonna reinforce this beam. So the plan is to take a 4-foot 2x4 and lay it parallel and attach it to the beam where we're attaching the heavy bag hanger, and then use 3 8-foot 2x4s to distribute the load across multiple beams above. So we're going to lay one parallel so that we give more room for the attachment. We're going to cross several beams to distribute the load, and then on each one of these beams we'll fasten the 2x4s to the beams with 2-inch screws, so that we could get a point of reference when you get up here, because it's easy to get lost from your measurements down below to where they are up here. So what we did was use the reference of that light that you can see here. Measure from each of the walls to the point of where we want the bag to hang with the distances we need, and then find that same space with measurement above and start reinforcing with the additional structure. So we have additional support in the attic now across multiple beams. We have a support against the sheetrock, the ceiling, so that we do less damage there. We've actually also added an extra nut and a locking washer here so that we can keep it from unscrewing. We had some problems with that. And that's all. That's everything we needed to do to get this thing working. There you have it. All right, that wraps it up for us. A heavy bag install in a finished garage. Everything's looking good, you know, but full disclosure, even though I've done this before and it completely worked and there's never been any issues, you know, I'm no architect or a structural engineer. So, you know, I don't know. It's just a heavy bag. What could go wrong?